Today we are going to be making Mastermind in Minecraft. Now if you don't know what Mastermind is, it's a game where your friend sets up a secret code like red, blue, red, yellow. Then you have to make a guess at the code like red, red, orange, orange. Then your partner, who knows the code, will set down a peg for everyone you have in the correct position and the right color. Let's set down a peg for everyone that's the right color but in the wrong position, and then just leave it blank if they're not the right colors at all. And using that information, you have to figure out what the code is. The problem is I'm lonely and don't have anybody to play with, so I'm going to make a machine that plays with me. So I've built this up a little bit, and I think there are 5 important pieces to it. We need some controls to start and reset the game. We're going to have the code displayed here, except for it's going to be hidden until we get it right. We also need a spot to put in our guesses, so if we were to guess all red, we'd put that here, and then we'd push the button or something and it would take the guess. We also need an area to contain all our guesses and let us know if things are in the correct position or if they're the correct color but in the wrong position. Then we also need some place to return and get our game pieces from. And since I haven't figured out how to do this section yet, I'm going to go over here and work on the code part. So we're going to make a piston feed tape on this thing which will cycle the blocks around, and when we connect it to a randomizer, hopefully it'll cycle the blocks around randomly and we'll get ourselves a random code from that. The problem now is I have to get the piston feed tapes to work independently so that they don't interact with each other. Otherwise we'll always just have a single color as the code, and that would not be good. It took a bit of fidgeting, but hopefully this should work. Look at that. Oops, I broke it. Okay, well I'm going to copy it down and hopefully it'll work for everything else as well. Okay, they're all in. Hopefully this works. Next one. That's problematic. Okay, after a long while, this should finally work. That's 1. I looked right. 3 and 4. And they've all cycled around independently. Now we need to make a system that'll reset it to default. The default will say is red. So I'm going to copy this entire system over to the other side. Okay, now that that's been mirrored, we should be able to detect when the red is back in the starting spot. Ta-da! Okay, now that the reset is done, we need to be able to randomize it, and that's where this guy comes in. We have a dispenser which shoots up a random shulker box, which will tell us which color to choose. And this system should sort it and cycle it to the right color. I haven't tested it yet, so here goes nothing. We got green, so hopefully it should go to green. That didn't quite work. Okay, that was just a small issue, which has now been fixed, and I've built up the rest of the modules. So if we push this button right here, we should get a random code, though that's not supposed to happen, but it should be red, purple, orange. And this one didn't fire. I'm guessing it didn't reach all the way to the top. Okay, test number 658. Yellow, red, green. Still not firing. Why is that? Okay, yellow, red, green. Yellow, red, green, haha! It's working so far, except for the last one. Oh, I figured it out. There we go. Okay, now let's try it. This thing is so cool. Oh, I love watching it. Definitely not procrastinating the next part. Okay, it's been several hours now, and the guessing system should be fully set up, so we're going to take a guess, and hopefully it'll sort it correctly. Kind of close to what it's supposed to be. I'm an idiot. This needs to be brown, and this needs to be gray. No, they're connected to the wrong things. After fixing that and a plethora of other issues, I finally got it working. Okay, the next thing I need to make is a signal strength decoder, which is something I used to know how to make, but then they changed redstone, and now it doesn't work, and now I have to figure out how to make it again. I'm fine. Oh, that was actually simpler than I thought it'd be. Actually, after a bit of thinking, I don't think I need anything like this. And after a lot more thinking, this is where we're at. Except it still doesn't quite work. But eventually, all the white lines will show us if we have a correct color in the wrong spot, and all the yellow lines will show us if we have the correct color in the correct position. And we're going to display that information using armor stands, but first we're going to make a system that displays what their guess was. Okay, here's the plan. They're going to take their guess, and we're going to throw it in here, and they're going to travel down. These redstone blocks will prevent it from going down here, and it's going to go to the next layer. And then, hopefully, we flick the lever, and we get something. Okay, it didn't quite work, but that's the idea. And that idea is getting really close. If we flick that lever, it'll allow that to move up 1 block. So now we just need to make all the shulker blocks go in the right place. Oh, and we did need a red coder. Making a path. Yeah. Okay, so I forgot to record, but it did work. I'll do it again just so you guys can see. Green, orange, blue, red, go. Yes! Look at that. Oh, it's so cool. I can die now. Okay, the last thing we need to do is put the shulk boxes back up top so they can be reused. So I built this little sorter system. Actually, this idea is stupid. I had a different idea, and after a bit of trial and error, I got it to be this small, which is a great size. So now I just need to put it on top of the thing. Okay, I've added that in, and I've filled this up, and I've added this really janky switch, so as soon as we click it, it should start clearing it out. I said, yeah, there we go. Should start clearing it out. Then those should start flying up through here, and it's slowly starting to fill up this chest. Okay, and then if that worked, all these chests should be full. Purple's good. That's not good. Let's take out that green. Okay, so some minor issues, but we'll work those out. Okay, that issue has been fixed. Now I gotta do the armor stands. Okay, I've made all the armor stands, and I've done some clever math stuff. Now I gotta get some comparators to do the clever math stuff, and if it works, it'll be great. If not, I'm gonna cry. The comparators are working! This is so cool. Oh, unfortunately, the next piece of the puzzle is not working, and I need to figure this out. But I've been at it for a couple hours, and I just can't seem to put it together. My next idea is to do something kind of like this. Okay, this is not going to work for me. It is huge, and I don't like it. But this should work. Finally came up with this little design that allows me to move the armor stands just a little bit, and I can store 10 in this little area. I'm really glad we were able to make those systems smaller, but they still take up a lot of space. Like, this is just 4 of the modules. I've color-coded them, so it'll make it easier for me later. But I still have 9 more to make. I'll tell you what, with each one of these I build, I lose a little bit more sanity. But that section is now done, and everything is connected up. Now we just need the game to remember where each armor stand came from, so it can put it back into its correct spot. And we're going to do that using this simple circuit. Okay, maybe it's not that simple. But as I flick this lever, you'll notice that the redstone lamps will turn on. And that's us writing memory to the stuff. This blue line is what's giving the signal strength, and if we flick this green line, it'll reset everything. Everything else we need to do is just more fancy redstone stuff, so we're just going to skip that and get straight to testing it. Okay, that time has come. I have some fancy lights to tell us if we win, and I've covered up the code, which we've set. Let's test it. I'm going to make a guess. We're going to guess all red real quick. Guess! Oh, I should make that centered. Anyway, this means we have 0 red in our combination. Let's try all orange. Okay, there's no orange, but the trapdoors did work, so that's good. Let's try yellow. No yellows. Oh my gosh, okay. All greens. Oh, what? Why'd I get 2 armor stands? That's not right. Okay, I've solved at least 2 of the 3 problems, so now we're going to try again, and this time we'll start with purple. Okay, looks like there's 1 purple. So we'll do purple, blue, blue, blue. Looks like we don't have any blue, and the purple is not in the first position. So let's try purple, then green, green, green. Oh, looks like there's a green and a purple. And it looks like the green is in the wrong spot. And since the only other spot the green can be is the second spot, I think the green goes right there. So let's try green, purple. I'll try yellow, yellow. We have 2 in the right spot and 2 in the wrong spot, but that's our code, or those are our colors. Again, I think the green is right. I'm going to go with the first yellow is right, so we're going to try yellow, green, yellow, purple. Yeah, it turned on. Yes, let's go. It's been a long time since the previous clip, and everything should be working, so now I just need to make this place prettier. Whenever I try to make something look nice, I'm reminded of why I am not a builder. That being said, though, this thing looks pretty nice. I'm kind of pleased. Now that it's done, let's show you some things. You've, of course, already seen all this, but we have our inputs over here. This is a random button. It does absolutely nothing except for provide entertainment. This lever provides an auto reset function whenever the game ends. If that lever is flicked, then the game will reset just as soon as the game ends. Of course, the reset button resets the game, and the start button starts the game. The game pieces will be in here, and the instructions will be in here. If you win the game, this is what will happen. Yay, fun noises. And if you lose the game, this is what'll happen. That's it. Sad noises. Honestly, I'm really happy with this game, and I'm really happy that it works. It's a little bit slower than I'd like, but it's just super cool to me that it actually works. And if you're still here watching the video, I really appreciate it. Thank you. There will be a link to this world in the video description, so if you want to check it out, feel free to do so. There may be a few bugs, but hopefully you'll still enjoy playing it. But have a great day, everyone. Bye.